you ever wondered how the NFL Duke compares to the Gilbert Rugby ball? Well, today we're going to find out how they perform against each other. Stay tuned. Hello there, you made it. Good to see you all again. So glad you could join me for this video. The one that I mentioned last week is somewhat controversial, although I don't think it's that controversial. It's just a little comparison to see how the two balls do against each other. The NFL Duke versus the Gilbert Rugby ball. Well, today we're going to see how they compare with each other. Very, very, very simple test. All we're going to do is we're going to do some place kicks. I might do a future video where I actually decide to punt with them and see how they do with punting. But today is just about place kicks. We're going to kick off the ground and use the kicking stand. Maybe what I'll do is in a future video as well, I'll probably use the tee for the rugby ball, as in rugby you do use a tee to kick for goals, or field goals, or poles. Many ways to say it, using both sports analogies here. Anyway, the NFL Duke versus the Gilbert. We're going to see how they do. A lot of people have been saying to me recently that, you know, this one performs better, that one performs better, but we're going to see how they do. I'm going to tell you which one I think is a bit easier to kick as well. So enjoy. Let's see how we do. Also, another thing, I want to say thank you so much. We've reached 100 subscribers. I can't tell you how thankful I am for that. To reach 100 subscribers very, very soon, in about 4 or 5 weeks. I can't thank you guys enough for that. I really, really appreciate it. And let's see how this video does today. The goal is to hit 500 likes. Very ambitious, but that's only because the last video I managed to reach about 300, so I'm aiming for 500 likes. Let's see if we can do 500 today. And yeah, get stuck in and enjoy. Let's go. That one hit the fence on the full. I'm afraid if I kick the rugby ball too hard, it might go further, so let's see. Well, if you made it this far, I'd like to say thanks for watching. So, my final conclusion between the two balls. They do perform very similar from a close distance, but once you start actually going a bit further, the rugby ball does perform a lot easier. Simply because the rugby ball, I find it flies a lot easier off the foot, it goes a little higher as well. So, and also it's because it's also got a bigger sweet spot in my opinion. And I also think it's because the rugby ball is actually designed a bit more around kicking, whereas the football is actually made more for throwing. But regardless, I've got valuable information today. You guys can do with that with what you want. I'd love to hear the opinions of people who've actually compared both to each other and what they think. I'd love to hear your comments below. It would be very, very interesting to hear what you guys have thought, if you've done it, that is. But long story short, I find the NFL Duke a heck of a lot more difficult to kick. It's a smaller sweet spot and it's made out of leather. So that does make it a bit more difficult. I mean, rugby did make the change from leather into the current ball that we have today. So, whether football does that in the future remains to be seen. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Duke will remain there for a heck of a long time. I think the leather material will remain there for quite some time. So, yeah, interesting vid. Leave your thoughts down below. And again, to the guys who've actually, done the test between the two, leave your comments. I'd love to hear it. I'd really, really love to hear it. And just the last one, this was not to bash any of the sports. This is not to say that NFL or rugby is a bit more difficult than the other. This was just a kicking comparison with the two balls. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Keep safe, stay strong, and kick it good. Cheers.